Diane Keaton dead at 79. What happened? Diane Keaton, cause of death explained. The final bow of Diane Keaton. The morning sun filtered through the curtains of Diane Keaton's Brentwood home, its golden light dancing across her magnificent hat collection. Her dog, Reggie, padded lightly across the floor, sniffing at a stray scarf that Diane always left lying around. October 11th, 2025 felt like any other day until the world would awaken to tragic news. Diane Keaton is dead. Dawn of a legend. Born Diane Hall on January 5, 1946, in Los Angeles, she adopted the surname Keaton when she pursued her dreams on stage and screen. Over the decades, Diane Keaton's movies became cultural touchstones. The Godfather trilogy, as Kay Adams, Annie Hall, which won her the Academy Award for Best Actress, Baby Boom, The First Wives Club, Something's Gotta Give, Father of the Bride, The Family Stone, and so many more. She worked often with Woody Allen, starring in Annie Hall, Sleeper, Love and Death, and more. As the world now speculated, did Diane Keaton die, and is Diane Keaton dead? The answer was heartbreakingly clear. Yes, Diane Keaton died on October 11, 2025, at age 79. The tragic morning. Before her death, how did Diane Keaton die? Or what did Diane Keaton die of? These questions loomed large. A family spokesperson confirmed her passing, but the cause of death has not been released. In the early hours, the Los Angeles Fire Department responded to a call from her home at 8:08 a.m. local time. Dispatch audio reporting a person down. Paramedics transported an individual to a nearby hospital, believed to be Diane Keaton. Even so, how did Diane Keaton pass away? Remains undetermined. Speculation swirled. Was it a sudden cardiac event? An undiagnosed illness? Nothing was confirmed. Friends close to Diane said her health declined very suddenly in the months leading up to her death. Many in her inner circle, they say, weren't even fully aware of the severity of her condition. Life beyond the headlines. Despite the confusion around her death, her legacy was unmistakable. She never married, though she was romantically linked with Woody Allen, Warren Beatty, and Al Pacino over the years. Later in life, she adopted 2 children, named Dexter and Duke. Fans often wondered, is Diane Keaton related to Michael Keaton? The answer, no, it's just a coincidence of last names. Over her long career, she earned respect not only for her acting but for her style, authenticity, and willingness to take creative risks. Roles in The First Wives Club, Father of the Bride, The Family Stone, Something's Gotta Give, and many others cemented her place in Hollywood's pantheon. Her net worth had long been a topic of curiosity. Though exact figures vary, it was believed she had amassed considerable wealth from decades of successful films, writing, directing, and property. No confirmed up-to-date value yet reported. Her final film was Summer Camp, 2024, released just before. Jane Goodall, the pioneering primatologist and global conservation icon, passed away peacefully in her sleep on October 1, 2025, at the age of 91 while on a speaking tour in California. Her cause of death was cardiopulmonary arrest. Monkey, a life dedicated to understanding and protecting nature. Early breakthroughs. Jane Goodall began her groundbreaking study of wild chimpanzees in Tanzania at age 26, without formal scientific training. Her unorthodox methods, naming chimpanzees and observing them closely, revolutionized primatology and challenged long-held beliefs about the divide between humans and animals. Scientific legacy. She discovered that chimpanzees make and use tools, hunt cooperatively, and display complex emotional behaviors, findings that reshaped our understanding of animal intelligence and ethics. Global influence. Goodall's work led to the founding of the Jane Goodall Institute, which promotes conservation, animal welfare, and youth empowerment through programs like Roots and Shoots. Dove, final days and cause of death. Date of passing, October 1, 2025. Location, California, during a speaking tour. Cause, cardiopulmonary arrest. Legacy message. Her team shared that Jane's final wish was for her followers to build the compassionate world she envisioned. Green Heart global mourning and tributes. Worldwide grief. The news of her death reverberated across continents. Tributes poured in from scientists, environmentalists, and youth leaders inspired by her message of hope and action, celebration of life. The Jane Goodall Institute hosted memorials in Tanzania, the UK, and the US, each emphasizing her enduring impact on conservation and education. Quotes remembered, her famous words, "What you do makes a difference, and you have to decide what kind of difference you want to make," were shared widely as a call to continue her mission. Globe showing Europe-Africa enduring impact. Cultural icon. Goodall became a symbol of environmental activism, appearing in documentaries, books, and global campaigns. Youth empowerment. Her Roots and Shoots program continues to engage millions of young people in over 100 countries. Scientific inspiration. Her legacy lives on in the new generation of field researchers who blend empathy with rigorous science. Jane Goodall's death in October 2025 marked the end of a remarkable life, but her vision for a more compassionate, sustainable world remains a guiding light. She didn't just study chimpanzees, she taught humanity how to listen to nature. Ace Frehley, the original lead guitarist of Kiss and the iconic Spaceman, died on October 16, 2025, at age 74 following a tragic fall at his home studio in Morristown, New Jersey. His cause of death was blunt trauma injury to the head due to an accidental fall. Guitar: The rise of a rock legend. Kiss founding member, Ace Frehley co-founded Kiss in 1973, helping shape the band's explosive sound and theatrical image. His space-themed persona and electrifying solos became central to the band's identity, signature style. Known for his smoking guitar and lightning bolt motifs, Frehley's playing on tracks like Shock Me, Cold Gin, and Rocket Ride earned him a cult following. Solo success. After leaving Kiss in the early 80s, Frehley launched a solo career with albums like Frehley's Comet and Anomaly, showcasing his gritty vocals and hard rock sensibilities. Dove, Final Days, and Cause of Death. Date of death, October 16, 2025. Incident. Frehley suffered a fall down the stairs at his home studio, leading to a brain bleed. He was placed on life support before his family made the heartbreaking decision to let him go. Medical examiners report. Official cause of death was blunt trauma injury of the head due to an accidental fall. Broken heart reactions and tributes. Family statement. We are completely devastated and heartbroken. We cherish all of his finest memories, his laughter, and celebrate his strengths and kindness that he bestowed upon others. Gene Simmons' controversial remarks. Simmons suggested Frehley's bad decisions contributed to his death, sparking backlash. He later softened his tone, acknowledging Frehley's essential role in Kiss's legacy. Funeral, held with an open casket, attended by Paul Stanley, Peter Criss, and Gene Simmons. Simmons described it as emotionally overwhelming. Glowing star legacy and influence. Rock Hall of Fame. Inducted with Kiss in 2014, Frehley's contributions to rock music were formally recognized. Influence. Guitarists across generations cite him as a major influence, especially in glam and hard rock. Persona. His Spaceman character remains one of the most iconic in rock history, blending sci-fi flair with raw musical talent. Ace Frehley's death in October 2025 marked the loss of a true rock original. His riffs, persona, and rebellious spirit helped define an era, and his legacy will continue to echo through arenas, headphones, and hearts. D'Angelo, the influential R&B singer-songwriter and multi-instrumentalist, passed away on October 20, 2025, at the age of 51 due to cardiac arrest at his home in Richmond, Virginia. Musical note: the life and legacy of D'Angelo. Neo-soul pioneer. Emerging in mid-1990s, D'Angelo helped define the neo-soul movement with his debut album Brown Sugar, 1995. His blend of gospel, funk, and R&B reshaped the sound of modern soul. Iconic work. His 2000 album Voodoo became a landmark in R&B, earning him a Grammy Award for Best R&B Album. The single Untitled, How Does It Feel?, with its unforgettable video, cemented his place in pop culture. Later career. After a long hiatus, he returned with Black Messiah, 2014, a politically charged and critically acclaimed album that proved his artistry remained vital and fearless. Dove, Final Days, and Cause of Death. Date of death, October 20th, 2025. Location, Richmond, Virginia. Cause, cardiac arrest, health struggles. D'Angelo had faced health challenges and periods of withdrawal from the spotlight, but he remained a revered figure in music until the end. Broken Heart tributes and public reaction. Musical community. Artists like Questlove, Erykah Badu, and Maxwell praised him as a visionary who changed the trajectory of soul music. Fan mourning. Fans across the world shared memories of his concerts and the deep emotional connection his music fostered. Family statement. His family described him as a man of profound spirit and unmatched talent, whose music will live forever. Glowing star enduring impact. Influence. D'Angelo's sound inspired a generation of artists, from Frank Ocean to Anderson to Pac. Cultural legacy. His work bridged the gap between classic soul and contemporary R&B, keeping alive the traditions of Marvin Gaye and Prince while pushing boundaries. Timeless music. Songs like Brown Sugar, Lady, and Untitled remain staples of R&B playlists worldwide. D'Angelo's death in October 2025 marked the loss of a rare talent whose artistry was both intimate and revolutionary. His voice, grooves, and fearless creativity continue to echo in the music of today and tomorrow.